Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for November. I hope everybody's doing well. I am going to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Aries out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, get in where you fit in. But it's always Aries. Don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aries? Aries. Wow. All right, Aries. You have the Two of Swords. You have Temperance in the reverse. And the Ace of Coins reversed. So I feel like you have had an ending. I feel like you're trying to heal from this. Your emotions could be kind of up and down, a little bit all over the place. And I feel like there's some sort of decision you need to make here, and you're not sure which direction you want to go with this. So let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Aries energy. Show me. Thank you. All right, the person in your energy, we have the Ace of Swords reversed. We have the Four of Coins and the Three of Swords in the reverse. So this person's going through a hard time. They've been heartbroken. They're trying to heal from this. I do feel like they're still holding on to you as far as this relationship goes. You're both trying to heal. This is somebody who felt heartbroken. I don't feel like you're currently talking to this person. They're very quiet. They're very silent right now. And it's because they lack clarity. But I will say that this is somebody who is trying to hold on to your energy. Let me see the energy between Aries and this person. The Emperor. Yeah. So you're trying to decide if you need to take charge of this situation. Now, you could be dealing with another Aries here. The person that's in your energy is trying to decide if they should, they lack clarity as to, A, what it is that you're doing, whether or not you're still, whether or not you're holding on to them like they're holding on to you. There's a lot of indecision right now that's here. And a lot of healing that's taking place, but this is you stepping into your power, taking charge of the situation. I will say this person, even though they're not talking to you, they are definitely very focused on you. Let me see what's affecting this connection. The Six of Wands. Yeah, success. Now, one of you could be in the public eye as well. There could be people that are watching this. This could be something that's very public. With the Six of Wands, you both want success here, though. You both want success. So let me see. It could also be that somebody's success has interfered with the connection. Let me see your outcome. Eight of Cups in the reverse. So all this anxiety is, I'm sorry, Eight of Cups. Somebody's returning. Somebody so somebody walked away from this connection, either you or them. I feel like it may have been you, Aries, and you may be trying to decide, should you come back in? Should you, take charge of this and return to this situation? Interesting. But whoever walked away is making a return. You're both still emotionally involved, even though there's been an ending here. It looks like this ended because of either finances and money, or possibly somebody gained some sort of success. Maybe it went to their head, but there was no stability here. Bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. Now, you could be dealing with another fire sign, another Aries like yourself, a Leo or a Sagittarius. But this is also the energy of proactive action, taking action. So let me clarify. Spirit, why is the Two of Swords here for Aries? All right, we have the Five of Swords reversed, and we have the Nine of Cups. You see this person as your wish fulfillment. Or you're trying to decide if they're your wish fulfillment, I guess would probably be more accurate. I do feel like you're trying to decide, should you approach this person in the conflict? Because it does look like it got pretty dramatic, the conflict. Somebody may not have been fighting fairly. So you're basically trying to decide, is this person actually your wish fulfillment? Is this the direction you want to move in? Let me see. Why is Temperance in reverse? Page of Swords, Seven of Swords. So you might be spying on this person a little bit. Yeah, you might be, you know, on the down low spying on them. You might not really trust this person. You might feel like maybe they've been deceitful in some manner, or there could have been some deceit here. Now, getting the Page of Swords with the Seven of Swords does also indicate, you know, like malicious rumors. It indicates somebody spreading gossip, which is causing you to feel some kind of way. It's causing you to feel very distrustful. It's causing your emotions to be up and down. So be careful if you have somebody who is talking to you about this person, carrying information. I'd be very careful with that person, because that is a little bit malicious. It's gossip. Somebody's gossiping about this situation, particularly Aries, if you're in the public eye in any manner. Why is the Ace of Coins in reverse? All right, we have the Nine of Coins and we have the Magician. Yeah, so you're showing up here as being single. If you have had some sort of a financial loss, you're rebuilding that. I like your energy being very strong, very single. It's the Empress in the lower arcana, so you're kind of coming into your own. That would make a lot of sense with this Emperor energy, stepping back into your power after your emotions kind of being up and down. With the Magician, you're in a high manifestational mode, and it's going to bring you money. I can tell you that for sure. But it's also showing me that you are increasing your connection with Spirit here. And somehow that has occurred because of this ending. So I definitely see you manifesting money. I see you manifesting, you know, a stronger connection with Spirit and manifesting a return. So let's look at this person's energy. Why is the Ace of Swords in reverse? All right, we have the Nine of Wands, we have the Emperor in reverse, and we have the Ten of Wands. So this person that's in your energy, I feel like they are holding you responsible for whatever has happened here. I feel like this person definitely is not trustful of the situation. They feel like, basically they feel like you brought the problems into the situation. They are feeling very burdened and overwhelmed right now. I feel like they're exhausted. And I feel like this is somebody who, you know, is not going to take action towards you. They don't feel that it's their responsibility to be the one to come in and to resolve things. So I feel like there were a lot of problems in this connection. Why is the Four of Coins here? Wow, it's being clarified by the Four of Coins. So this person is definitely not over you. They're definitely holding on to you, but they're very guarded. I will say that. I feel like you might be in a situation where you could be this person's supervisor, boss. You don't have to be, but it definitely looks like you could be a business owner as well. It looks like you are more financially successful than this person is. But only take that if it applies to you. I will definitely say this person is very guarded. There's a lack of trust that's here. They feel that you have, you know, caused the situation for some reason. Now, they would like to balance it out. They definitely would. This person could be experiencing some financial issues as well, though, and it would be related to some sort of a unexpected loss of finances. They will balance it out, though, but right now their money's not where they want it to be. Why is the Three of Swords here? Ace of Swords and Justice. This person wants justice for what's taken place. Yeah, they want justice. With the Ace of Swords, I do feel like they would be willing to talk with you, but they want clarity. They want truth in order to balance this out. So they're asking basically for karmic justice, for the truth to come out in this situation. So let's look at the energy between Aries and this person. Show me the energy between Aries and this person. Strength card reversed and the Ace of Wands. All right, so there's a need for you, Aries, to work on yourself. There's some sort of issues that are here. It could have to do with pride or arrogance. It could also have to do with a lack of ability to make a decision and step into your power. So there is a need for you to work on yourself. There's a fear. You're fearful of taking charge of this situation because you're not sure if this is your wish fulfillment, if this is your person. I also feel like, Aries, you enjoy being single. You enjoy, you know, your independence. Let me put it that way. You enjoy your independence. So you may fear approaching this person and solidifying that. And that could be why the indecision is here. Now, with this person that's in your energy, I feel like this is somebody who feels that you stepped out on them. They may feel that you were only approaching them for sexual gratification, perhaps, but they're still holding on to your energy and they still want to have a connection with you. Yeah. They're missing the physical closeness of the connection as well. Let's see why the Six of Wands is here. Why is the Six of Wands here? Judgment, Ace of Cups, reversed. So there could have been somebody that was carrying rumors, or, you know, there was malicious gossip that ended this connection. It also is indicating to me that this person in your energy, Aries, feels that you stepped out on them, that you know, you may have had another beginning elsewhere. So that's why I'm seeing the lack of trust. That's why I'm seeing that they're holding you responsible. This could have also just been somebody carrying hateful rumors, but it ended this connection. Now, this person would like to balance things out, but they want truth. They want clarity. Excuse me. They want honesty here in order for this to be resolved. So they're basically saying, yes, they would like to have this connection back. They miss you. They want the physical closeness that the two of you have. They're holding on to your energy, but only if this reconciliation is truthful, provides the clarity, and, you know, therefore would be successful. So I feel like you want success with this person as well, but you may not be sure that you can have success with this person. There is something to do with you trying to decide whether you want your independence or you want to reconcile with this person, and you're just not sure. So let me see why the Eight of Cups is in reverse. All right. King of Cups. Seven of Cups and the Ten of Coins. This person could also have family or close friends that are weighing in on the situation. They are trying to think about things from a long-term perspective. Now, here's the thing, Aries, is that you do love this person and they love you. It's not a matter of love. Something happened here that has caused this person to not trust this connection. I do feel that they are surrounded by close friends or family, perhaps, and I do feel like they feel like this connection could go the distance, but only if there's clarity, only if there's truth. there's an indication that this person was very hurt by this connection, and they want things to be balanced out. They want, justice. They want justice in the situation. They do love you. They're still emotionally attached, and they do want this connection to come back together, but there has to be some clear and honest communication to balance this out. In your energy, I do feel like you are a bit ambivalent. I feel like you do love this person. You do have the feelings and emotions. I also feel like you're not sure if this is going to make you happy. I feel like you have a very strong independence to you, and you could be, kind of avoiding commitment a little bit here, because what I see is that there's confusion in your energy. You love this person, but at the same time, are you going to manifest this connection, or are you going to stay independent here? So I feel like, you're kind of holding back from commitment in this connection. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords. Now that's underlying energy, and it does indicate communication, probably very rapid communication. It's more of an impulsive thing. It does look like it might be on your side, because I don't feel like this person's going to feel like they need to come in and fix the situation. They're basically saying, Aries, you were the one who created the situation. You need to now come in and repair the situation. Do they want you back? They do. Are they going to be willing to talk to you? Absolutely. But they want clear and honest communication, and they're asking for justice in the situation. So I don't feel like love is the issue here. I do feel like you're trying to decide if you're going to be happier single or in a committed connection. All right, let's pull an oracle card. I'm pulling for Aries, and we'll see if there's any further advice for you, Aries. All right, you have Kitsune, number 32. Now, 32 does come out to a 5. It condenses to a 5. So that tells me that there's changes that are taking place right now. All right, give me a second. I'm going to read that for you. Use your senses and instincts to help you find your way. In the shadows of the cherry trees, the alluring Kitsune waits for the opportunity to have some fun. Like her foxkin, she possesses practical, cunning, and keen senses, is nimble and swift, and relies on her instincts. These skills and her ability to take on human form are particularly useful in her role as a good-hearted trickster. Now, as the sound of approaching voices grows louder, she begins her transformation. The fox as a spirit animal represents intelligence, wisdom, and physical and mental responsiveness. With its keen awareness, it compels us to turn to our own senses in order to read the signs and act swiftly in an informed manner. Interesting. So, rely on your internal senses, rely on your intuition here, because that's where you're going to find those answers to your questions, Aries. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you have resonated with this reading, Aries, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe it. Hype it if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Aries, know that you are loved, and namaste.